In the heart of the vast savannah, where the golden grass waves like the sea under the sun, there lived an old Maasai elder named Ole Ntito. His beard was as white as the clouds that crowned Mount Kilimanjaro, and his eyes held the weight of many seasons, of harvests, droughts, births, and deaths. Ole Ntito was once a mighty warrior. His shúkà, red cloth, never knew defeat. His spear had brought down lions, not for glory, but to earn his rite of passage, to protect his people, and to remind nature that man too had a place in its balance. But age had caught up with him, as it does even with the strongest, and now he walked with a carved wooden stick and spoke more with his heart than with his voice. In his village, nestled near the Ngorongoro Plains, children would gather around him at dusk, when the sun laid down its amber head behind the hills, to hear his stories. But there was one story Ole Ntito never told, the story of the red cloth, a tale etched into his soul, too heavy for words. Many years ago, when Ole Ntito was just Ntito, the son of a herder, he fell in love with Naserian, a girl with laughter like the river and eyes that held the stars. She was the daughter of a rival clan, one with whom Ntito's people had long-standing grudges older than any living man could remember. But love, as Ntito would often whisper to the wind, is more stubborn than old blood. They met under the acacia trees, at water holes, during moonlit dances where youth defied tradition just long enough to share stolen glances and quiet songs. Ntito promised Naserian he would bring peace between their clans. He believed that even warriors could be healers, and that love could silence spears. He stood before the elders of both clans, shúkà draped proudly across his chest, and spoke with fire in his voice. "Why should our father's hatred drown the hearts of our children? Let me marry her, and I will bind our wounds with my own blood if I must." Some laughed, some spat. But war didn't come from the elders. It came from a jealous warrior named Lenkai, who too had eyes for Naserian. One night, in a fit of rage, Lenkai led a raid on Naserian's village, claiming Ntito's clan had broken an ancient pact. Flames swallowed huts. Spears flew like angry birds. Naserian died that night, trying to shield a child not her own. Ntito found her body wrapped in her own shúkà, red soaked with deeper red. He lifted her gently, as one lifts a bird with a broken wing, and carried her across the burning plains back to her people. He laid her down before their elders, weeping without shame. "She was peace," he said. "You killed your peace." And then, without another word, he walked into the wilderness, wearing Naserian's shúkà on his shoulders. He wandered for weeks, eating roots, drinking from the same rivers as the lions, speaking only to the stars. He came back only when the rains did. Years passed. The boy became a man, the man became a legend, and the legend became an elder. Ntito never married. Instead, he dedicated his life to teaching young warriors that strength is not just in how one throws a spear, but in how one holds back. He told them, a true Moran warrior protects not just the cattle, but the future. A true Moran carries not just a blade, but love. He wore Naserian's red shúkà every day. When it became threadbare, he patched it with pieces from others, a symbol, he said, that peace too must be mended, piece by piece. One evening, as the cicadas sang their twilight hymn, Ntito felt his time was near. He called the village together under the old baobab tree and sang, for the first time, a song no one had ever heard. It was the song he had written for Naserian long ago, one she never got to hear. His voice cracked, his eyes closed. The wind caught the end of the red shúkà and lifted it like a spirit returning home. When he died, the elders laid him on the hill that overlooks the land both clans now shared in peace. They say a flower grew from where his heart lay, red as the cloth he wore.